Hi, I'm Lori Harfenist, aka The Resident, and I work for RT America. I started doing The Resident years ago just as a means of therapy because I couldn't believe what's going on in the world. I can't believe how this world is run. I'm in a constant state of disbelief. So I just felt like I had to get out there and start talking to people and see if they felt the same way. And it wasn't even focused on politics necessarily or news oriented. There's a lot of stuff just culturally, like bad fashion trends. Like why do you have to follow along with what everyone's doing, you know? So I just started hitting the streets and talking to people about lots of different things as a means of therapy, and that kind of grew more political as I went along, just because, you know, I was looking for new topics and more trying to go more in deep and finding out what's really important in the world. And I made a video called Why People Hate the USA, which was, you know, basically asking people why other people from other countries, you know, are down on Americans. And RT America saw that video and contacted me through that YouTube video, and I started working for them. And I've been contacted by a lot of people in the media. I've worked for CNN, I've done stuff for Fox News, all of them. And I never really wanted to grow a relationship with any of them because it turned into I had to speak on point on their message and follow what was their protocol. But with RT America, I don't have to do that. I can just say whatever the hell I want. I can't swear. That's the one thing I can't do. But other than that, I can say what's on my mind and what I feel passionate about. So that's why I'm sticking with them.
Maybe some from your latest Man on the Street videos. What's the trend been for you? Have you seen more people start to get more, instead of reactive, like starting to perceive the information and people starting to learn more maybe? Have you seen like a trend where people are maybe more aware of these topics that you try to bring up in a funny way through the Man on the Street videos you've done?
Well, I haven't done on the street videos in a while because now I do, for the last 6 months I've been doing a 3-minute nightly segment for RT. But and even through that, you know, I speak to a lot of people through my Twitter and through the videos. I comment a lot on my YouTube videos, and I try to engage online with the people for whatever topic I'm talking about. And I have to say that I feel like American society is starting to wake up a little bit, just because they're starting to get uncomfortable. They're starting to be hungry. They're starting to work longer hours for less money. They're starting to realize that no longer can you expect your children to live a better life than you or be more well-educated than you. That American dream has kind of fizzled, and because of that, people are starting to question, why? Why the hell did this happen? We live in America. This is the greatest country on the planet. We're not supposed to, you know, have our children do worse than we're doing. You know, this is the first generation. The people in their 20s right now is the first generation in a long time in American history, since the Second Industrial Revolution, that kids aren't being more well-educated and more well-off than their parents, and that speaks volumes to where we're at. So people are starting to wake up, and people are starting to question why, and that's leading them to answers that are fucked up, that they see, wow, are you kidding me? Like, the media is bought and paid for? What do you mean? I thought this was the news. What do you mean that the corporations are shoveling shit at us, that the news is just spewing out for dollars? And they're learning this. People are genuinely starting to wake up, and it's phenomenal to see. It's good, even though it comes at the price of discomfort. I think that's really good.
And just leading into that, the transition also to the rise of alternative media, that, you know, your examples like RT and stuff like that. You know, do you see a trend continuing that way? Do you see it going further where, you know, it's basically anyone out there with the technology we have that could be a citizen journalist, for people to get involved out there? Yeah,
I think 20, 30 years from now, the word journalism and the word news are going to be meaningless. I think that information is going to go in two different ways. It's going to be citizen information, citizen given information, and it's going to be and the other side of that is going to be corporate and government information. And this whole notion of unbiased news is going to go away because it's full of shit anyway. It's all propaganda. It's all bought and paid for. Everyone has their bias. That notion of, this is just unbiased truth is bullshit, and it's going to go away, and that's a very good thing. So the idea of citizen journalism, we're all going to be journalists, so the word journalist isn't going to have any meaning anymore. It's just we're all disseminating information. Some people are going to be better at it than others, and they're going to, get their voice out there more, but we're all going to be doing it more and more.
So just to wrap it up here, people could tell us where you could find the website, your YouTube channel, your awesome YouTube channel for check out your videos, follow you on Twitter, stuff like that, for people to check you out.
Sure. You can follow me on Twitter at The Resident, or you can subscribe to me on YouTube at The Resident as well. RT America is where my show airs on television, and if you go to their YouTube page as well, RT America, you can see my nightly video. I'm in the 8 o'clock news slot every night for like 3 minutes, so I think that's everywhere. And then my website is theresident.net.
Because without grassroots media, without citizen journalism, we will not be able to take back the media. We have to make the corporate media irrelevant and take things in our own hands. And I applaud your guys' efforts, and I applaud everyone who's doing similar things, because this is really the revolution right here.
The whole trend right now is to get more voices involved in it, because no network can be everywhere. But individuals all over this country are seeing things. Everybody's a journalist right now. If you have a cell phone in your pocket, and you can record video on it, and really, who can't do that anymore? You're